Well, it's another year in the books, which means it's a good time to talk about what Alaskans and me personally are most grateful for this year. My name is Jamin Goecker. I'm an associate broker in the state of Alaska, and my mission is to help you to build an intentional and significant legacy for yourself and your family. Today, we're going to be talking about the things we're most grateful for, so let's get into it. One of the big things Alaskans are grateful for this year is there really weren't a whole lot of forest fires. Matter of fact, I don't think I heard of a single large forest fire that happened for the entire year in Alaska. Now, this has a lot to do with the fact that there was a ton of snow and then we had a lot of rain. But if we had to take that over the entire state going up in flames, then sign me up for option A. The second thing most Alaskans are really grateful for is the PFD was actually a pretty good size this year. And any year where you can have a little bit of extra money come in to try to offset the cost of living is definitely really welcome. So yeah, let's be grateful for that. Make sure we don't create budgets in the future that includes the PFD, because you don't always have a guarantee that it's going to be great. Another thing that we were really grateful for up here in Alaska is that there were actually a lot of salmon caught here compared to previous years. Now, this is kind of a double-edged sword because, yes, the commercial fishermen caught a ton of salmon, but unfortunately, the higher-ups decided to just cut the overall price that they were going to be offering for said caught salmon because there were just so much of it being caught and there was a higher quantity. You're not going to see a reduction in the store, of course, but the poor fishermen definitely had a rough go of it. But we are going to count it a blessing that, yes, there were a lot of salmon being caught this year. And so for that reason, we are going to be grateful for that, and we'll see what the future holds. One of the big things that Alaskans are really grateful for is that we've been able to solve a lot of our differences in our communities without having to resort to rioting into violence. And if you're a city and a community right now that can say that, I feel like that's pretty special. For me personally, one of the things I am most grateful for was I was able to spend another year really close to my family. And for those of you who don't know, I have 9 siblings, and all of them live within like this 20, 30-mile radius of each other, which is really great because I get to see my nieces, my nephews, my mom, my dad, like everyone is right here. And being able to spend another year with everyone really close has really been a blessing. Second thing I'm really grateful for, and it kind of ties in with the first one, and that is that this past summer, none of my siblings got hurt. And really, this is poignant for me this year because I had a bit of a close call with one of my sisters when she was out hiking and got hypothermia and had to get heloed out of there. So, we're really grateful that she's okay. Additionally, I also got to see some new nieces and nephews kind of come into the family as well. So that was really awesome to see and a huge blessing. For those of you who were really watching, probably around October or so last year, you'll know that I said I was going to go do a 100-mile race during the summer of 2023. I was not able to do that race just because the time that it would take right around the May, June timeframe to really ramp up and get ready for that distance. It usually happens right during the most busy time of the year for me, and I just could not make it happen. But I'm healthy, and I'm still working out and staying in a position where I can go and do some longer distance stuff and starting to get a little bit more strength too. So by and large, I'm pretty happy and grateful. Thanks to a lot of you who do watch this, my business continues to defy the odds of the gravity of what's going on in our immediate real estate market. We're seeing fewer and fewer houses sold compared to what we saw previous year. And I think last time I saw, we were actually down by about 33% just across the entire industry. But our business actually continues to defy the odds. And instead of coming back like 30-some%, we have actually increased about 25% over what we did this time last year. So very blessed there. And that really something I have to thank a lot of you for trusting us with the process as you're looking at making this big move and helping you guys to step into this dream that a lot of you have of living up here and having a different lifestyle. So really are grateful for that. I don't say that enough. Really are grateful for that. Really honored that you would trust us to help you with that transition. Last but not least, I am very grateful that I have an actual reliable car now. And I cannot emphasize this enough how important that is, especially for me as a real estate agent, because I have to be able to drive all over the place. I had a vehicle, the make and model I will not name, but it's definitely one I would not expect that would be having a whole lot of problems. It went out on me. and I had to go find another vehicle. Luckily, the drive chain that I was driving did not go out I drove it for about 2 months while the drive chain was still bad. So I was able to speak with I think it was like 5 or 6 people I actually met, and just wasn't working out. And I was able to find a new vehicle from the dealership, and definitely paid more than I originally wanted to, but I got a vehicle that is very reliable and actually surprisingly practical. And it definitely wasn't the vehicle I thought I was going to get. I got a Prius, so it definitely isn't the stereotypical Alaskan vehicle, but I will say very practical, and it gets about 60 miles to the gallon, so come at me. So this has been kind of the things that Alaskans and me personally are most grateful for this year. It's been an awesome year, and I really appreciate you all. You're watching and contributing and commenting and helping each other out and encouraging each other when you really need it, when you're making the decision to make this big jump. And it really has been an honor to be a part of the process. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.